We have taken all things into consideration, your life at the cost of life of government, and political and economic stamina. The original how can you deny it? MacDonald has given.
I propose to give you a few salient points in Buddhism and in Marxism or communism in order to show you where the similarity of ideals lies and where the differences arise between Buddhism and Marxism. Where the Buddhist way of life reaching the goal is a lasting one, or where the communist way of bringing about the goal is the lasting one. Because there is no use in pursuing a certain path if that path is not going to be a lasting path, if it is going to lead you to the jungle, if it is going to lead you to the anarchy, there is no use pursuing it. But if you are assured that the path you are asked to follow is slow, maybe devious, maybe with long detours, yet if ultimately makes you reach a safe, sound ground so that the ideals you are pursuing are there to help you to mold your life permanently, and it is much better, in my judgment, to follow the slower path and the devious path rather than to push and to take what we call shortcuts. Shortcuts in life are always dangerous, very dangerous. Now, let me go to the subject. What is the theory of communism? What does it start with? Communism starts with a theory that there is exploitation in the world, that the poor are exploited by the rich because of the poverty that they hold, and they enslave the masses, that enslavement results in suffering, sorrow, and in poverty. This is the starting point of Karl Marx. He uses the word exploitation. What is the remedy that Karl Marx provides? The remedy that Karl Marx provides is that in order to prevent poverty and the suffering of one class, it is necessary to remove private property. Nobody should possess private property because it is the private owner who appropriates or misappropriates. To use the technical language of Karl Marx, the surplus value which the workers produce, the worker does not get the surplus value which he produces. It is appropriated by the owner. Karl Marx asked the question, why should be the owner misappropriate the surplus value which is produced by the efforts of the working man? His answer is that the only owner is the state, and it is because of this that Marx propounded the theory that there must be the dictatorship of the proletariat. That is the third proposition that Karl Marx enunciated, that government must be the exploited classes and not by the exploiting classes, which is what meant by dictatorship of the proletariat. These are fundamental propositions in Karl Marx, which have the basis of communism in Russia. They have undoubtedly been expanded, it has been added to, and so on. But these are the fundamental propositions. Now, let me for the moment go to Buddhism and see what the Buddha has to say, the points made out by the Karl Marx. As I told you, Karl Marx begins with what is called exploitation of the poor. What does the Buddha say? How does he begin? What is the foundation on which he has raised the structure of his religion? The Buddha, 2000 or at any rate 2400 years ago, said exactly the same thing. He said there is dukkha in the world. He did not use the word exploitation, but He laid the foundation of his religion on what he called dukkha. There is dukkha in the world. The word dukkha no doubt has been interpreted in various ways. It has been interpreted to mean rebirth, the round of life, that is dukkha. I do not agree with that. I think there are lots of places in the Buddhist literature where the Buddha has used the word dukkha in the sense of poverty. Therefore, so far as the foundation is concerned, there is really no difference at all. It is not necessary for the Buddhist people to go to Karl Marx to get the foundation. That foundation is already there, well laid. It is where the Buddha begins his first sermon, the Dharmachakra Pravartana Sutta. Therefore, to those who are attracted by Karl Marx, I say study the Dharmachakra Pravartana Sutta and find out what Buddha says, and you will find sufficient satisfaction on this question. The Buddha did not lay the foundation of his religion either on God or on soul or anything supernatural like these. He laid his finger on the fact of life people are living in suffering. Therefore, so far as Marxism or communism is concerned, Buddhism has enough of it, and the Buddha has said it 2000 years before Marx was born. What you heard is brief excerpts from the writings and speeches of Dr. Ambedkar. Thanks a lot. We'll meet you again soon.